Hi, how are you? Happy Monday. Did you have a good weekend? Good. It was sure nice out yesterday, wasn't it? Did you play outside in the sun? Good. I'm happy to hear that. So today, a book that I thought I would read is more of a reminder book because I was thinking it's becoming pretty tricky to keep hanging out with our families in the same room all the time, isn't it? And do you remember when we are in a classroom with all of our friends, what do we need to do? We need to fill each other's bucket. That's right. We need to fill each other's bucket. Now, who can tell me what it means to fill someone's bucket? Now, remember, we had a classroom bucket that we filled, and we did so good with filling our bucket, and we'd celebrate. How did you get a warm fuzzy when you were in my class? Do you remember? Yes, you needed to use kind words. That's right. Yes, you needed to share. Sharing is a big one. Did we need to treat everyone like they were our friend? Yeah, because we were all friends in Mrs. Johnson's class, weren't we? That's right. And that helps to fill your bucket. What kinds of things empty buckets? Yeah, words that aren't kind, right? And not sharing with others. Yeah, and not following the directions and rules of the classroom. You've got it. Oh, I bet you're filling your home buckets like crazy right now. Are you? Do you have a bucket at home? You should ask Mom and Dad to get one started. Okay, so today I thought I would read the book, How to Fill Your Bucket. And this book is written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer. Let's see what it's about. How full is your bucket? Oh, here we go. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away. You're too little." Do you have a brother or sister that wants to play with you all the time? "I'm big." "Stay back. You'll knock it over." "I can be very careful." "Go play with your baby toys, Anna." Does it sound like he's filling her bucket? No way. Aw, look at, she's mad. Thwack! Oh, what did she do to Felix's tower? She knocked it down. Here, I'm just going to move this. I'm not sure if you can see the whole book. Can you see it? There we go. "Grandpa!" Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket?" Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there was a small gray bucket floating above his head. Did you see it? When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. "Oh, I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." "Oh, does your mom or dad ever get really, really busy?" "Yeah, and it seems like they don't have time to play or to do things with you?" "Yeah, sometimes that happens." Felix slipped and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. "Oh, Felix!" yelled his mom. You should have used the stool to reach that. Oh, Felix could feel his bucket tip and big invisible drips spilling out. Drip, drip. Ha ha! Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoes. Drip. Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus, scolded Mum. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, oh, I think my phone is sleeping. Let's try it again. Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it. Drip. Psst. Felix. Psst. Drip. Watch out, shrimp. Drip. What's happening to Felix's bucket? It's emptying, isn't it? Because things are making him feel sad and bad. The actions of other people. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket was almost empty. Do you see Felix's bucket? Look at it. It's almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into a seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Miss Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right into his bucket. So that drop is like putting a warm fuzzy in a bucket, isn't it? Yeah. Drop, plop, plink, drop. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped. Even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Oh, drop. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors, Felix. Drip. Cool laser and backpack, Felix. Drip. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone had a bucket too. Drop, drop. Let me help you. Drop, drop. Here's your baseball catch. Thanks, dude. Drop, drop. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm a Mur. I don't know if I pronounced that right. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. So does that mean being kind and friendly and helpful makes you feel really good as well? It does. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. Bad dog, he almost scolded. And then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. Your doll will be okay, Anna, said Felix. Mom will fix her. Wah! Until then, Do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks? And so they did. The end. So I have a bit of a challenge for you. See if you can find some type of a bucket. So it can be a cup or a bowl or even a little bucket. And then find something that you can put in. So maybe the little fuzzy worm fuzzies or little rolled up pieces of paper crunched up into a ball. And see if you can fill your bucket or your house bucket for your whole family. You think you can do that? Good. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next month.